The code of honor is followed by the American Dragon Bryan Danielson and his opponent, PAC, one of the fastest rising stars to come out of the United Kingdom. He's certainly impressed during ROH's 5th year festival, Liverpool, and finale events. And now he makes his ROH debut in the United States against a former world champion.
And Danielson was quick to ask for the match when word got out that PAC was coming to the United States, because Danielson, always wants to take on the best from all over the world, as evidenced by his just incredible matchup from live in Tokyo against Go Shiozaki. And Bryan Danielson was very eager to get PAC in the ring, and I remember PAC being extremely impressive in his matchup against Roderick Strong, the match that really made the FIP World Heavyweight title a World Heavyweight title.
And PAC, known for his aerial ability, and you'll notice right off the bat, Bryan Danielson was trying to keep him on the ground. And that would be a very good strategy if you're Bryan Danielson, as he does drive him into the canvas once again, and is trying to keep himself on top of his opponent, and just trying to tie up PAC. His strength is his high flying, his ability to use the ropes and take to the air. And Bryan Danielson needs to ground him to take out his strong points.
And Bryan going for the triangle choke there. PAC was trying to drive Danielson's shoulders to the canvas, unable to do so. Now Bryan switches it up and has control of the shoulder of PAC. See PAC with a very wide base, but Danielson really wrenching down. Tremendous pressure on both shoulders of PAC, who makes it to the ropes.
Now, if Danielson wants to neutralize PAC, you got to keep him away from running the ropes. Again, using his speed, his quickness, and tie him up down on the mat. Bryan Danielson's a great submission wrestler. He's got a great ground game.
Well, that's something that's really become evident since Bryan's come back from his shoulder injury in the last couple of months. He's added a lot more Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a lot more judo martial arts throws to his repertoire. He's really worked a variety of chokes and knockouts into his repertoire of late.
Danielson is always adding new elements to his wrestling style. As right now, going after the leg, looking for a submission here.
Has an Achilles tendon hold on here, just trying to really rip the tendons in that ankle. And smartly, PAC feeling the pain and goes right to the ropes to force the break.
Yeah, and if he can't get a submission with a hold like that, he's going to do damage to the legs of his opponent. And PAC won't have that balance necessary to pull off a lot of his high-flying maneuvers.
I know the term student of the game is a term that's thrown around, I think, very liberally in the wrestling business. And if it ever is apropos to anyone in this business, it is Bryan Danielson. I don't think I've ever seen anyone study more tape of more different styles of fighting to try and add just bits and pieces to the things that he already does well in the ring. He really is truly a student of the game.
And there we see some of the quickness of PAC. Able to take Danielson down with the arm drag. And again, both men back to their feet. Pipasso sends PAC off the ropes. Is able to grab hold of the arm once again, sends Danielson through the ropes and out to the floor.
PAC able to fake out Danielson right there, who saw the dive attempt and scurried to the side.
And, not only studying tapes of different styles, Bryan Danielson is a guy that wants to learn firsthand. That's why he has traveled the globe and gotten in the ring with wrestlers from various different parts of the world who wrestle different styles, to learn just what it takes to get in the ring and counter some of those styles, as well as add some things that he's learned along the way to his own repertoire. He's learned through experience, not just through watching others. He's learned by wrestling others and studying under several different training influences. Oh, hard kicks from Danielson.
Well, so much for that handshake when they got back in the ring. Bryan Danielson extended the hand of sportsmanship and then extended the foot right to the side of the head of PAC.
PAC firing back, though, at the midsection, trying to. But Danielson just powering him down to the canvas.
Now just throttling PAC.
He's got to do whatever he can to put a stop to his offense. Ability to fire back. Overhand chop not having much of an effect on Danielson. But the European uppercut takes PAC off his feet.
Danielson tying up the legs now of PAC. It's again trying to slow down the speedy competitor from the UK. Looking for the surfboard. Has him elevated. Pressure on 4 points of the body.
And just bending him in half, grabbing hold of the chin. Legs still tied up. And grabs hold of the head now.
Variation on a choke sleeper here while the legs are tied up. Paul Turner asking Pac if he wants to give it up, but he's refusing. Danielson cranking down on the head.
Pac's trying to do whatever he can to free himself from the hold. And he does.
Yeah, forced to go to the eyes right there to buy some time, but Danielson quickly back to his feet and a very determined look on his face as he stalks Pac in the corner. Boots to the midsection, not much effect. Snap suplex, floats right over. Does not go for the cover, instead again has the head and shoulders trapped.
Trying to wear the man down. And just test him. How tough is Pac? Will he be forced to submit in a position such as this?
The way he's bending the wrist back against the grain, all while putting pressure on the elbow at the same time. And Bryan Danielson just doesn't take one body part. He takes one body part and attacks it from 3 different directions at the same time.
Just rubbing the face of Pac into the canvas.
Driving the knee right on the side of the head.
Grabs hold of a leg now. Half crab. Will sitting all the way back with it. Paul Turner asking Pac if he's had enough. He's trying to crawl toward the ropes. Inch his way toward the ropes to force a break here. But Danielson pulls him back to the center. Just as Pac thought he was close to breaking the hold, Danielson changes it up even more.
And Danielson close to breaking the back of Pac.
And kneeling down on the back of his head. He's got that leg pulled all the way back. And if he really wanted to, he could force the man to touch the back of his head with his own foot.
Pac now basically standing on his head while Danielson has the hold still applied. You gotta give Pac credit. How is he not giving up right here? What is keeping this guy going?
Hey, it's his ROH United States debut. He's in the ring with a wrestler the caliber of Bryan Danielson. This is a huge opportunity for the career of Pac. Not giving it up.
Quickly into a cover, and Pac somehow able to get the shoulder up. Give him credit. Showing how important this matchup is to him. He certainly has his hands full with the former ROH World Champ.
Danielson just standing over and kicking him on the back of the head.
Come on, Pac.
Waiting for him to get back to his feet. Firing away at the midsection of Danielson.
Danielson again right back to the arm, back heel trip. Sets him in position and drives the boot repeatedly to the chest. Off the ropes. Head of steam and then takes him down with another kick.
Very cocky cover right there. Pac able to kick out. Right back to another hold goes Danielson, trying to take away the energy of Pac. He hasn't been able to utilize that high-flying offense, that fast-paced ability thus far in the matchup, because Danielson has done a great job of keeping him down on the mat and tied up in submission holds, just trying to stretch the man.
Pac firing away, elbows to the midsection, a knife edge chop. Got a little separation finally from Danielson, but quickly cut down with the back elbow. And what little momentum Pac was able to generate was snuffed out in a hurry. Up and over he goes, quickly to his feet, kicks the legs out.
And there we see some of the agility from Pac.
Twisting body press, but slow to follow up because he is still in a whole lot of pain, courtesy of Bryan Danielson. Reversal. Sunset flip attempt. Only gets 2. Danielson out to the floor. Baseball slide drop kick.
A little bit of a glancing blow did take Danielson down, but did some damage to himself as well. Putting his own body on the line, taking flight as he is known to do.
Both men down Referee checking on their condition. Pac certainly looking the worse for wear as he has absorbed the lion's share of the punishment in this matchup, but that move certainly did some damage to Danielson as well. As Danielson rolls back into the ring, Pac quickly climbs to the top.
He's gonna fly once again. Huge missile drop kick. Right back to his feet.
A bit of energy being shown here by Pac with a nip up as Danielson down on a knee. Pac off the ropes. But a well-placed knee to the midsection turns Pac inside out.
Took away all of his momentum as Danielson charges right into the boot from Pac. Rolls underneath the clothesline attempt. Step up Enziguri.
Light suplex with a bridge. Danielson able to power out. And the crowd getting behind the American Dragon here.
And Pac's giving it all he's got. Stomping away on Danielson. He's going to try to take to the air once again. Will it pay off a third time? But Danielson back to his feet, takes away the balance.
Danielson says that's it as he climbs up to the second. Now in the top, looking for a superplex here. Pac trying to fight him off. Shots to the midsection. Danielson dumped down on the canvas. Pac perched up top. Shooting star press and the German suplex, only two.
The shooting star down across the back. A shooting star backsplash, basically. Followed it up with the German suplex, but can't keep Danielson down. The deciding factor could have been whether he was able to maintain the waist lock on that German and hold it with a bridge. It was more like a release version of a German. Pac going up top once again. Can he finish him off here?
Danielson got the knees up. Caught Pac in the midsection. Roaring elbow.
Pulling him back up, stomping away on the side of the face. Repeated stops from Danielson. The triangle choke.
And that's gonna do it. Pac is just passed out.
He reached the winner by submission, American Dragon.